Oneyplays! With friends.
You could go behind that podium and give a speech to nobody, because nobody cares.
Okay, let's do it. Today on the agenda, someone's been leaving coffee cups in the bathroom. Oh.
Get off.
It was me!
We should put
The coffee pee-pee boy!
I could go into Blender and put something ridiculous in that chair and it would look really good.
have a zombie walk in and sit down. start listening to him.
Have you seen...
Whoa, dude, it's literally Dark Souls, right? Oh, that's literally Dark Souls.
Resident Evil 2 is the Dark Souls.
Is Resident Evil 2 the Dark Souls of Resident Evil 2?
It's a fireplace. There's a naked slut in it.
He's being a big bully.
I see what he do.
Hey nerd, we're here to pull your pants down.
We really are.
They're here to pull your pants down and put spaghetti up your ass.
We've come up with a slew of insulting nicknames that play to
Including,
your
but not limited to.
insecurities. Mushroom head,
Stupid boy.
Stupid brain.
pizza face.
Here's a freaking jewel.
What the hell is that beacon? Is that a jewel? Is that a shining jewel?
This is a freaking jewel.
Steal the jewel.
Something is written on the jewel.
Something is written on the jewel, man.
I am a jewel.
Steal
Do
the
not
fucking
take me
jewel.
from my monster.
Steal the jewel and crush it up.
Jewel.
I freaking love
I
jewels.
love jewels. My favorite thing in the
Now that
world
the
is...
apocalypse has set in,
you
I
gonna-
can reap the rewards for my collection of jewels.
My freaking jewel fell on the freaking ground.
Guys, please go to jewel.com. My shop is going out of business. Nobody's visiting jewel.com.
I've been collecting jewels my entire
I already
life.
fucking told you, you retards. I have 2,700 jewels and
life's
nobody
work.
cares.
Many crypts and tombs I've searched for the shiniest of jewels, and no one is buying them.
How much is,
Millennials!
how much is jewels.com?
Jewels.com?
You fucking heard me.
Yeah, that does seem like it would be a site that someone's like
I'm
squatting
literally gonna
on.
buy jewels.com and put rumors about you on it while.
Fucking better not.
Gonna put your faces in this guy.
I'm respected in the jewel community. If you
You're
fucking
respected
dare
in the
slander
full
me,
community.
You are literally
You
the biggest
fucking.
jewel scam artist I know. You sold me a false ruby.
I've never,
False
I've
rupee.
never sold a falsified jewel. I'll have you
You
know.
sold me a false sapphire. You thought I was fucking stupid enough to
Did you
accept
know
it.
that one time I went to a convention and there was someone selling rupees from Zelda for
$17 a fucking...
no, it was more. It was 178,000
I
per
wouldn't be
rupee.
surprised. Those conventions, they take like 30 cents worth of plastic from China and they sell it for like $25.
That's fucking life.
Yeah, but
That is true, but that's all. But the conventions especially, they go, oh look, it's a fucking sword from Zelda.
yeah, but in my
know
theory
why it's a
video
British
of like figuring out the conversion rate of dollars to rupees, when I calculate how much the magic
Are you
armor
making
in
fun of another
The Legend
YouTuber,
of
Lyle?
Zelda Twilight Princess is worth. Zach,
is this
when
an
I figure
attack?
it out,
Is this an attack on a certain YouTuber, Lyle?
I'm coming for him. Gonna get him.
Do your best impression of a tiger sneaking through the forest to get a YouTuber. Please leave me alone. I'm just here to make AdSense money. Go away.
And then he gets you. That's what the tiger says when he gets you. He's like, I got you.
I got you.
He got you.
You can't make YouTube videos anymore. It's trashed. It's trashed. It's trashed. It's trashed.
Is it though?
Look at you, you little fucking hacksaws. Your epic fucking knowledge here.
Oh, look, it's stars. Everybody gets a gold star
See?
and a jewel.
I found the frickin' film.
Now you can make unsavory content about
Works,
your
man.
mother.
Can we put DSP on that TV there? Just really pixelated and perfectly suited.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Lalioliosis. Oh, look. I found a fucking sludge diary.
Oh.
It's Chris's diary.
I talked about it.
Does he talk about boys?
He talks about big buff fucking boys.
Talks about big
Chris
buff
Redfield
boys
in
with
this game? Is that
girly
his
tits.
diary?
Chris Redfield's in the first game.
Yeah, but is he
he
in
a
it?
dead corpse
So
in
that's
this
not
game?
the same Chris, or was that an
It is the-
homage?
That is a homage.
Oh yeah, that's Claire Redfield. That's his sister.
That's
I'm
his-
a dumb fucking idiot.
That's his incestual sister.
I'd fuck her.
Would
She
you?
was my sister.
Are you saying Chris held hands with his sister?
Look at his fucking like sassy neck motions there.
He's got really silly posture. He's like arching his ass out.
He's trying to be an alpha male to her.
No reason for us to stay anywhere.
I'm gonna point at your boobie and wave around in your face, you bitch.
Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
I'd like to keep in touch with your boobies.
I've been looking at your
been checking you out from afar.
checking out your whole deal here.
I like the way that the back of your knees are like Lego blocks and they separate from your thighs.
I like the shape of your skull, sweetie. Come over.
I
like to see it from the inside.
I like the slope on your brow.
I like your Neanderthalic slope.
God frickin' dang it, dude.
You just find Axe body spray?
Yeah, you found some AIDS spray.
Sprayeds.
Sprayed, yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, you can fucking put that in your mouth and get out of this joint.
This freaking sucks. I don't freaking know where to freaking go.
Don't freaking swear.
I'm gonna open this wooden door and I'll...
Don't do it!
I'm gonna find a safe room with a boy. Okay.
That's the opposite of a safe room. That's a dangerous room.
Officer, that hurt. Oh,
suing.
You fucking hurt me. Get out of here.
I'm being detained.
Look, there's no way you're gonna turn into a zombie and keep your hat on at the same time, okay? Look at this, both of them wearing hats. This is ridiculous. They both have the same blood on their shoulder. This is clearly...
Maybe you shot them with the same bullet. Maybe they were perfectly lined up and you shot them in the same place.
Oh, you know, you move slower in this game when you get hurt. That's always a nice feature. Bah.
Alright, now 3, it becomes a pattern.
Hello?
Anybody?
It's freaking locked.
Open it up. I want to see what's inside.
I can't. I don't have the stupid flipping key. I can't curse no more. YouTube disables me.
YouTube can't make you say nuke the and also the...
You know what's fucked up? We're actually allowed to say nuke the Chinese. That's fine, but not other things.
You can say... Have you said nuke the Chinese before?
Well, right now I have.
Oh, yeah. Can you say nuke the fucking slimy, greasy fucking race also known as...
The Amish?
Dude, the Amish would have to, like... Man, they'd be really confused.
What do we do?
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence, Lyle? Is it a coincidence that 90% of the media is owned by the fucking Amish? You're gonna sit back and ignore this fact? That 80% of the news is owned by the Amish? It's not a coincidence,
and it's not really a fact either. It's...
I think it is a coincidence. I think no, I mean it's not. It's not a coincidence that the Amish own CNN and Fox News.
I mean, he's not wrong.
And also
Nelly, what the fuck? You can do that?
Whoa.
My poor little Leon.
So wait, do the Amish...
They love to party.
They do love to... But do they know...
They love to kiss and suck and fuck, Lyle, to answer your question.
We're not talking about how easy Amish women are.
Yes, we are.
You take out a ballpoint pen and they're like, oh, God.
Oh.
But yeah, no. So do they know what nukes are? Like, do they know what technology is, or do they not, like, tell them?
Let's drop a nuke on them and figure it out.
When I went to Pennsylvania to see the Amish, they were all using weed whackers and shit.
You know, they were, like, using iPhones. From what I understand with the Amish, they have, like, a 1-year period when they're 18, where they crawl through a wormhole into civilization. And they see, like, cell phones and scissors and staplers and stuff when their brains fucking get scrambled.
Yeah, I do know that.
And then they recede back into their fucking, the woods.
Well, I think they have the choice to either never return or...
Well, but they're banished from the shadow realm.
Yeah, they are banished. But before they do that, do they know, like, what nuclear bombs are?
They must.
Like,
there must be whispers. There has to be rumors.
If you're Amish, leave a comment.
If you're on your 1 year suck and fuck period.
They seriously, they put them through courses to learn how to create nuclear weaponry, and then they're not allowed to do it when they're done.
The Amish learn how to create nerve gas out of the 17th century.
They know how to place miniaturized nerve agents on top of a ICBM.
This is ridiculous.
But it's
this is just the silliest conversation I ever heard.
It's like a horse-drawn ICBM.
yeah. It's 75 fucking owls lifting up an ICBM.
It's like the Pony Express, but it's basically just a bunch of nerve gas in a big mason jar.
They did a study. They found that Amish people had longer heads, like lengthwise. Because they've been interbreeding for like 7,000 years.
Well, they use those butter churners to stretch their heads out because they think it makes them closer to God.
It's fucking stupid. Their brains are longer so they can get to God faster.
Yeah.
That's a wrong.
That's why they wear those big top hats.
Yeah, because their brains are 7 feet long.